So now we're headed out of Perth. We just want to take this opportunity to thank Pam and Phil for all their hospitality, letting us stay so long, looking after our dog when we went back to Adelaide for our emergency situations. And here we are on our way to Dongara for our first night back on the road before we do the whale shark tour in Exmouth.
Getting excited.
It's very exciting. So we're back on the road again. We left Yundi yesterday and went to Dongara for the night, which was just an overnight stop. Today we're heading to Edagi Rest Area, which we stayed at before, just another overnight stop. Tomorrow we're hoping to be at Ballara, and that's the station stay that we've all been hanging out for because we've heard so much about it, so we're really excited about getting there. So while we're there, we'll obviously be driving into Exmouth and doing the whale shark dive, and also we've booked a meal at Ballara, which will be a big sirloin steak which is grown on their land.
Are we there for burger night?
No, we're not there for burger night. We were originally, but had to change our plans obviously. But yeah, so we're back on the road, hopefully back on track to get up to the Kimberleys and do the Gibb River Road fairly soon. But yeah, just keep watching.
So here we are refueling at Billabong Roadhouse. This is a really popular service station on the way up towards the Shark Bay areas, and of course further north, Karratha, Port Hedland and Broome. Really a long waiting time most times, particularly in the tourist season, to get fuel here, but I guess it's the popularity of the place. And there's a massive camping area just out the back here as well, as you can see in the pictures, which a lot of people utilise on the long drive up north. So
Crazy busy here at Billabong Roadhouse. Just stopped to get some petrol, and then we'll be on our way. I think we've got about another hour or so to go. Yeah, lots of cars on the road today. Hello, PJ. So we ended up driving all the way into Carnarvon yesterday because we wanted to watch the football and we needed the TV reception. Total waste of time. Terrible game. Wish we hadn't done that, but there you go, that's the way it is. So we're on the road again today. We go to Ballara Station today, which we're pretty excited about.
Very excited. We've been wanting to get to Ballara Station for nearly 12 months.
Yeah.
So
we've heard so much about it, and so many people have said, you've got to go to Ballara, you've got to go to Ballara. So we're going to Ballara, and the road is chock-a-block full of caravans at the moment, isn't it? There's cars and caravans and camper trailers and motorhomes everywhere. It's like driving down a busy highway at the moment, which we haven't seen before because we've been travelling sort of off-peak. So yeah, it's a little bit different for us, but haven't had any problems so far. Our sat-nav's not working for some reason. Need to get that fixed. We'll have a look at that this afternoon when we get there. Apart from that, everything's going pretty good.
And on Monday, we
swim the whale sharks.
And I don't want to hear any which one was the whale jokes, alright?
Yeah, I still haven't made up my mind if I'm getting in the water or not. We'll see how I feel when I get there. See how seasick I am. If I'm seasick, I might want to jump in just to get over that. But anyway, I'm a little bit nervous.
Stick with us, guys. This is part of the tour we've been wanting to do for years and years.
Yeah, so get to the exciting part now.
The next few months will be fantastic, I think.
Yep. Keep watching.
See ya.
So like we said, stayed in Carnarvon Caravan Park. It's a nice tidy little park. Not a lot going there, just water and power, which was good for the night. And then on our way to Ballara, there wasn't any major problems getting in there. It was a little bit of dirt road, but quite comfortable
Ballara
little
Station,
drive.
here we come.
Yeah, we were pretty excited about getting there. And yeah, there's me with the cow. Look at that. Which one looks better? So the guy on the push bike is leading us to our campsite at Ballara. So far it's looking pretty flash for a station stay.
The things that we really enjoy about the camp stays is that you get fellas like this lovely cow coming in and mixing with you within your campsite itself. They're all really timid, that's why they allow them to wander around, and there's a load of animals that do the same thing.
Just trying to get into their motorhome.
camping out in the bush, we love it. The starry nights, the wildlife, it's just fantastic. Anyway, I don't generally talk about, well, I haven't been talking about fuel consumption, litres per 100k and that sort of stuff, and I deliberately don't do that because I think at the end of the day it's so variable for different cars. I've got a 3.2 litre 2018 Ranger, and I'm guessing I'm average on a good day between 17.5 to a bad day between 22.5. So make of that, maybe an average of 18 or 19 at any given time. So really up to you what tyres you're driving, tyre pressure, weight you're carrying, etc., etc. So.
Oh, they've seen BJ. They're not keen. Hello, sheepy.
You got a friend?
Oh my gosh.
That's fun under there. Did you get it? So we did our reconnaissance trip out to Exmouth, as we've done regularly on this tour, just to give us a bit of an idea of exactly where we need to go to and time frames. We had to leave early the next morning and we didn't want to be searching around in the dark for where we needed to get to. And on our way we came across the Vlamming Lighthouse and also the Pot Shop Memorial. Now the lighthouse was built after a maritime disaster, and the Pot Shop Memorial was a US Australian base while during the Second World War, when the Japanese were offensive on the west coast of Australia. The Pot Shop base camp near Exmouth was set up to enable the refueling of the submarines in the area that were patrolling across the west coast, but unfortunately it proved not to be ideal because of the wind, and in the end it was only here for a very short period of time and they moved it down to Fremantle.
After our trip to Exmouth, we went back to Ballara, where we went to the Woolshed Cafe to have a few drinks and watch the sunset. And one of the things we really enjoy about station stays is the other people that stay there. They're all coming together, having a few drinks by the bar, getting to know people, just hanging out and having a really good time.
You got some really good tips about places to go and see as well.
Yeah, just general chatter with everyone, where they've been, where they're going, what they're doing. So yeah, we really enjoyed it. And the Woolshed Cafe is top notch, like beautiful little cafe with a bar, a restaurant at night.
We spent a little longer there than we expected.
Yeah, had a few more drinks than we should have. But we did need to get to bed early because we had our big day the next day, which was the whale shark swimming. But we were up early enough to see the sunrise, which was spectacular. Photos don't do it justice. So we're on our way into Exmouth to jump on the boat, go and see the whale sharks today. As you can see, it's still dark. It's pretty early. We've got to be there by 7:30 or something, so it's about just over an hour's drive, hour 20. So here we go. Wish me luck.
So here we go, guys, we're heading off on our whale shark tour. First let me say that the staff, the young ladies that helped on the day, were outstanding, and Captain Brad couldn't have been more accommodating. I asked him if there were many dugongs in the area, and he came back to me later saying he'd made contact with other boats in the area and there were a few around, and we finished up actually going to look for those. So that really highlighted the trip for me as to how much it's about actually pleasing the paying customers. But just sit back and relax and enjoy this footage of these graceful, beautiful creatures that roam the western coast of our waters. It's a really surreal experience.
have to say that this is one of the most physically challenging activities we've done on a tour yet. Just when the spotter plane finds the whale sharks, the boats take you there, but they have to get out of the area really quick. So it's all go, go, go. Like as soon as they see it, your little group has to jump off the back of the boat, swim, 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 and then once you see the sharks, they start. You have to start swimming with the shark, and they're quite fast. Even though they look like they're slow, they're actually quite fast. And it took a lot of energy to keep up with them.
Those little blue fish will tore up and go.
Whereabouts? Down here?
Hey?
Down here?
Yeah.
One of us now. So there's only 0.01% of people in the whole world who have ever swum with a whale shark, and that is now you guys. So, yay! Congratulations!
You
Just the one, I take one.
Alright guys, can we give the girls a big round of applause and help the news guys out today? Thanks girls.
And here we have another friendly animal visiting. This time it was a bull. He was quite big. He was eating the trees next to our car and then scratching himself on a post. Got a little bit of video of him because I thought it was quite cute. Then we went back to the wool shed for our dinner.
Big dinner.
Our
Sirloin
steak, which you can
What
see.
were those?
You can see him cooking there. Jeff was very impressed. It was over an open fire pit. It was just like a suspended plate. So yeah, it was pretty exciting for him.
This meat was magnificent, absolutely magnificent.
And Jeff didn't mind the dingo lager. He said it tasted quite good.
Yep. So here we are, we're just sitting at the wool shed. We're waiting for the dinner to start, which I think was about 6:30, 6:45.
Yeah, about then.
And we just sat around with a lot of other people. The crowd was quite big by the end of the evening. And just got some photos here of some of the bits and pieces that adorn the shed itself. We were really impressed with this. It was such a really good social pub, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a really nice evening. Met some lovely people, had a good chat, talked about where we've been, where we're going, where other people have been.
Yeah, we ain't one young couple we've bumped into a couple of times since
Yeah,
then.
since then, seen them at different places. Yeah, it seemed to be we're following each other, I think.
But it was a really, really a great evening. And on the last day, we just decided we'd do some walk around the camp and show you some of the sights, some of the little oddities, I suppose, that
The
live
quirkiness.
at the place. Yeah, the boggy court, that was interesting. It was a bit warm on the day that we saw it to be having a go, but yeah, the showers for those that need to use the camp showers and the toilets were all really, really well maintained. Weren't they?
Pretty impressive. So clean, but just outdoor bush showers. They were great.
Yeah.
Look at this huge size of the shower head.
Yeah, no, it was good, wasn't it? It
Yeah.
was really, it's well accommodated for, there's no doubt about that, whether you got your own van or you need the amenity.
Hello, Jeffrey. What are you doing?
Just checking out the forward drive track. Looking at the camp kitchen.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Was it?
It's pretty cool. One of my favourite parts of our stay at Ballara was the Devonshire tea that we had on our last day there. Beautiful fresh scones with jam and cream and a nice cup of tea.
How come you got two and I only got one?
I didn't get two, I only had one, but it was delicious. I absolutely loved it. Thank you so much, Ballara Station. We completely enjoyed our stay there. We had so much fun.